Afternoon all. Thought actually I'd try a 15-minute game today. It's not before a club game, so sometimes they can be a bit tiring actually, the 15 minute. I think the 5-minute lighter, I think that might have helped on my recent over the board game, a lighter 5-minute compared to 15. But yeah, we got hellgsell. So 2-1-3-7. I think I'll play e4 and just quickly check his history. Has he been doing? He's been playing 1 minute and 3 mostly. Okay. Open Sicilian, or I think I might play. I'll stick with knight c3, see how it goes here. Right. I wonder a quick d5. I can use that new theory I've discovered from the last over the ball game. Mind you, taking here, I want to keep the bishop hemmed in, so if I take, I'm sort of releasing black's position a little bit from prison, and just move this knight to g3, then play maybe bishop d4 later, or even bishop b5. Bishop b5, bishop d7. If bishop c4, so he's on that f4 pawn. If I play d3, then that's passive, that bishop on e2. So that's a bit of an annoying move. Definitely don't want e5, do I? Because knight h6, but this knight's on f5, so maybe it's better than usual. Bishop can then go to d3. Interesting. I'm going to consider that, I think. e5. Put the bishop on d3 here. Okay, so h5, if I like h4, isn't that pawn fixed as a target? I'll do that. So knight g5, is he going to really play g6? Weakening dark squares, knight e4, I'll do that. So I'm on f5 at the moment, sort of more justifying e5, I'm actually controlling that with the knight on f on g3. Now g6, knight e4 looks pretty tasty actually, knight d6 as well as knight f6 as a threat. Is he going to let the pawn go here? Ah. Okay. That could spell trouble for me. I didn't really think about that move too much. Whoops, f4's being undermined. Right, I'll take, and I think I'm going to play, after here takes, I'm going to play d3. Because the knights are holding on to each other. d3 is not really what I intended. I could be getting done over. Okay, d3 it is then. Try and kick that queen. Yeah, just goes there. That's a good point. Knight takes. I want f6 again. f5. There's bishop f4 there actually. No, actually knight takes. Oh, hang on. Takes for knight f6. Might actually be feasible. Do it. So rook takes, queen takes, knight takes. Check. If f5, pinning the knight, bishop f4. This could be a good game coming up. Because bishop f4 looks like a nice juicy threat here. Oh, he stopped that. Can I play Queen E2 threatening Knight F6 now? Oh no, Rook H5 is actually threatened. Trouble again. Bishop E2, F5, there might be Knight G5 there, so at least I saved the knight from F5. I think Bishop E2. Is there anything actually stronger here? Queen F3, pretty sure Rook H5 or Queen H5 there. So I think Bishop E2 dual purpose against F5 and against Rook H5. Bishop E2. It's got very sharp this game very quickly. If I castle, then I'll be on F6 again. He plays F5, Knight G5. This knight's good though in principle. Oh, cool. Frets after frets. I don't know where else to move the knight. Knight G5 looks like an aggressive square supported by the pawn. Oh, there's Rook H5. Oh, I'll just blunder the piece. Okay, end of game. I see. It's a pin. Completely missed this. Oh, he doesn't play Rook H5. I don't know now. Okay, I was ready to resign just then. It's only a 15-minute anyway. Okay. If I castle here, I think Bishop Rook H5 was just the winning a piece. Anyway, let's go forward. So I'll just castle now. So at least now the bishop's not pinned. Right, now if he castles, then Knight F7, sort of forking Queen, Rook, two rooks of family kind of fork. Right. Something like Bishop F3, so I can play Rook E1, I guess. It's not too disastrous, I hope. I'll play Bishop F3. I suppose he's got Knight E3, I can take. And take Queen E2. Can't really pin that knight. The Queen's protected. I think Bishop E3. Still looks pretty terrible. So Rook F2 here. It's just G5 is dropping now. I don't know what to say about this game. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to lose a pawn. Can I throw in a check? I don't think that helps. King F7. Yes. Queen, I don't know if Queen E2 is any use up to Queen G5. Queen E2. Then there might be Bishop C6 if castles Queen side, Rook E6. And then, sorry, Queen E6 then, sorry. I'll go for that. Oh no, taking on C6 now is probably a bad idea actually. Knight F4. I don't think I'm going to get mated on the H file soon. Is that a bad idea? You could take on H5 with Rook or Queen. That knight on h5 is just tactical liability, surely. I wonder, can I play rook e1 out of these? I don't know. Bishop e8. Where's the knight move? f4 takes as queen h2. This h file is a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I've been done over really. Still. So bishop e8 is coming up. She takes check. I've got rook f5. Maybe that is worth a punt. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Or queen f5 rather. Yeah. I don't believe it really. Rook f5 I get mated on the spot. Queen g2. Now I've got this blasted h file. Blasting h file rather. There's queen e5 check, king b8. And knight f4. Knight f4. Knight f4. Maybe check first, then knight f4. It's almost going to be queen h4. It's almost like mating on the spot. And there's nothing to support that knight really. Odd. I wonder about knight f6. Probably get mated now with queen h4, king f1. Check, you can win the rook. So maybe not that odd. Knight f4, queen h4, knight h3, knight h3, bishop g2. Takes, queen h3. There's no trick with rook g8 or anything. I've got to move that knight somewhere anyway. That looks pretty over really. I don't know, this game has had a very fast kind of tempo to it in its own way. Knight f4, queen h4. I can't see much. It's pretty hopeless. Don't counterplay chances there off knight f4, queen h4, knight h3, bishop g2. I'll go for that anyway. I mean, will you see bishop g2? Probably. No, it's not that hard. So queen h4, knight h3, bishop g2, blasting through. What was the alternative there anyway? It's a bad dream, this whole game. Bad dream. So how did this happen then? So this queen c7 was quite good, h5 was quite good, f6 was really good. Winning the pawn was cheeky and put my position tactically on the brink. Casting queenside was really good. Maybe the whole lot seems really good actually, in retrospect. Except for missing the piece, winning the piece earlier. Slight tactical blunder. In this position. After this, surely rook takes h5. There was no problem with that, was there? Rook takes h5. castles. Then bishop h5 check. I doubt it. So going back to the game. Getting done over. So queen h4, knight h3, just bishop g2 would seem to crush my position quite badly. Mind you, takes, rook g8. Intriguing. If check, I have king c7, there's knight e6 now. You have queen d8, I can play queen e6 check again. I could test that just in case, because bishop d7 is quite harmful as an experiment. I could play queen e5, driving the rook back. There's no point to that. There's no point to that. If I support the rook f1, it's going to double up rooks. It's not, that's pinned. Alright, for the moment I'm blocking my king in. I can't see the immediate. Oh, there's rook takes for queen g2. Yeah. So queen e5 might be important here. Simply then the rook moves to h7. That's the end of it. I think I'll try a check. Remove queen e5 then to support f4. It's pretty hopeless then, because then rook h8. Got in so much trouble so quickly in this game. I think just rook h8. With knight h3, just rook takes h3. Whoops. There's no chance after rook h8. I think that's just resign there. I think I had enough of this game. Something went badly wrong quite early. Yeah, rook h8. Can't see the fence. Rook h8, king f1, check, takes the rook. So if knight h3, rook h3, that's the end of that. I don't know, does he want me to resign? Or is he going to play rook h8? That's odd. Looks as I've got queen e6 here, prolonging the torture. Also I've got queen f5 check, or maybe knight h3. There's bishop d7, I've got queen c5. Well, I don't understand why rook h8 wasn't played. Getting a bit short on time. I'll try this. So Nxh3 now. Just to fend off the mate. I've got Queen F4 on the cards. So Bishop G. No, I haven't got Queen F4. Rook takes, or Rook G8, I'm still in big trouble. That puts me in very big trouble as well. I doubt if I can crawl out this, but King F1 would at least unpin against Rook H3. Bishop G2 almost works, except the knight's holding F4 against Rook F4. Weird. Weird still be playing this game for the second time. So G2, big problem. I'll play check here, try and get back row weakness generated or something. Doesn't really. What about knight F4? That's Queen H1. Try and call my king across. G2. If I take, try this back row kind of weakness from Queen E8 cheaper. So Rook G2 takes Queen E8, Bishop G2. That just wins the knight really. What about knight F4? Rook G1, King E2. Maybe that's a better bet. Because Rook E8 all the time. So Rook G2 takes this Queen H3. Yeah, still totally winning, isn't it? This is maximum sadism from a particular game. Could have just won it like about 3 times so far, probably. So Bishop G2 looks crushing. So he plays that one. There's a sort of back row kind of issue with Queen E8 on the cards. Oh, he could have taken on H3 with his. Right, if I play King F2 here. That's Queen H4. Queen H4 to just block my rook, so I haven't got any back row trick, surely. Queen H4. Yeah, well there's, I don't know, Queen D2, no, just Rook E2. Bishop H3, I played check. Queen H3, I think I played check. Let's go on to defend there. Interesting. So my knight's now loose. I don't really know how to defend still this position. It's indefendable. What about Queen E6 though? Check. And there's Rook E8 after. So I'm probably going to lose on time actually at this rate as well. Knight F4. Queen h2 because I'm blocking h2 and then mating. So, rook. What about rook g1? I'm going to try rook g1. So if it takes knight g1, if check, maybe king g3. Not really that convinced. King g3. Check again, king f2. It's queen h4, surely. Rook g3. Well, there's queen d2 here. Is looking pretty gruesome as well. Queen d2 just wins on the spot. Surely king f1, rook f8. Yeah, I think queen d2 just wins immediately. Yep. And then be like rook f8. So I'm going to queen. Yeah. So there's just rook f8 on the cards. Unpleasant game, to say the least. I'll set play rook f8 then. Finish off rook f8. Yeah, that's good as well. Okay, that's what was I doing that? Oh dear, not a good game, but don't know, went wrong somewhere early on. These moves are pretty. f6, just didn't see f6. Judged on queen c7. It's all pretty dangerous. Even if he didn't win a piece, it's all pretty gone now because of the H file. Not sure what to say. Comments or questions, wherever. Thanks so much.